I used leaves to build my brain model for several reasons. Leaves are symbolic of fertility and growth. They come in various shapes, sizes, and colors, making them visually distinct and suitable for representing different parts of the brain. They are readily available and aligns with sustainability principles, as it minimizes the use of synthetic or non-biodegradable materials. It also symbolizes the brain's ability to adapt and grow, as well as its complexity and beauty. Materials I've used include leaves, planting pot, dowel stick, bicycle helmet, newspaper, glue, and adhesive tape. I started by making a sturdy base. I then attached the helmet to the dowel stick, planted it in the planter, and secured it with coarse sand. All newspaper was used to wrap the helmet so that I have a surface to glue the leaves on. I divided my shape into major lobes: frontal, parietal, temporal, occipital. I also included the cerebellum and the brainstem. I chose the inch plant for the frontal lobe because it is a larger leaf and the purple color emphasizes the size of this lobe. The beautifully spotted leaves of the Dromiopsis maculata, also known as leopard plant, was used for the parietal lobe. The region of your brain processes your sense of touch, and the allure of these leaves evokes a desire to feel their texture. For the temporal lobe, I used ivy. This vital structure helps process sensory inputs, and as you can see on the picture, so does the ivy plant. The occipital lobe is the visual processing area of the brain, and therefore I used bougainvillea flowers for their visual interest. For the cerebellum, I used the leaves of the Carissa macrocarpa, commonly known as the Natal plum. The different signals this shrub sends out with its leathery dark green leaves, white flowers, red fruits, and thorns symbolizes the function of the cerebellum, which is to send signals to the body to adjust and move. The brainstem looks like a stalk and connects the rest of the brain to your spinal cord. I used ferns because they are vascular plants and best resembles the function of the brainstem. I used glue and adhesive tape to attach the leaves to the different brain regions. 3 aspects I have learned during this creative process. 1. Building a brain model was a great way to learn about how the brain works and its different parts. I have learned about the anatomy and physiology of the brain, including the different brain regions, their functions, and how they interact. 2. It has also improved my problem-solving skills as I encountered challenges and seek solutions. 3. I had to think critically to evaluate materials available and come up with creative solutions. Creativity and perseverance were challenged in this task. 2 questions I still have related to the brain. 1. How is information processed in the brain? Information is processed in the brain through a series of steps. First, the information is received by sensory organs such as the eyes, ears, and skin. The information is then sent to the brain through the nervous system. The brain then processes the information and sends it to the appropriate parts of the body. For example, when you see an object, the light from the object enters your eyes and is converted into electrical signals. The electrical signals are then sent to the brain through the optic nerve. The brain then processes the electrical signals and creates an image of the object. The brain is a complex organ that is responsible for many different functions. By understanding how the brain works, we can better understand ourselves and the world around us. 2. How does the brain store and retrieve memories? The process of memory formation, storage, and retrieval is a complex and fascinating aspect of brain functioning. Memories are not stored in a single location in the brain, but are distributed throughout various regions. The process involves the creation of neural connections, which can be strengthened or weakened over time. Understanding how the brain encodes and retrieves memories is crucial not only for cognitive neuroscience, but also for practical applications like education and therapies for memory-related disorders. It raises questions about the role of the synapses, neurotransmitters, and long-term potentiation in memory formation, as well as how emotions and experiences influence memory consolidation. These two questions are still a small sample of the many mysteries surrounding the brain. Scientists are still learning about how the brain works and how it gives us our unique human abilities. One of the things that I found most fascinating about the brain is its plasticity. This means that the brain can change and adapt throughout our lives. This is why we are able to learn new things and form new memories. One aspect I found interesting about my own growth mindset in this creative endeavor is my willingness to embrace the challenge and learn from it. I also try to incorporate into my development the idea that effort and perseverance can lead to improvement and mastery. Building a brain model with leaves is a creative project that inherently involves challenges. Selecting and working with leaves can be unpredictable, as they come in various shapes and sizes. I approach the challenge with curiosity and resilience. I recognize that mistakes or difficulties are not failures, but opportunities for learning and improvement. In the context of building a brain model with leaves, the growth mindset aligns with the idea that effort and learning are integral to the creative process. It reminded me that challenges and setbacks are not roadblocks, but stepping stones towards achieving my goals.